And welcome back. We're here with Jordan Maynard. Let's talk about gambling addiction. Addiction specialists say the explosion of online gambling and sports betting is increasingly putting people at risk. Do you think the commission is doing enough to protect people?
I can tell you what the commission is doing. We have a research and responsible gaming department that is second to none, internationally recognized. We have actually 4 full-time staff devoted to it. We're the only jurisdiction that does that. We want to make sure that people have the resources available to them to set limits, to set budgeting limits and time limits, but also to access the voluntary self-exclusion list if they need to. Let me tell you what that is. The voluntary self-exclusion list allows a patron to say, I've had enough. I want to be excluded from the sports books, I want to be excluded from the racetracks, and I want to be excluded from the casinos. And so once those folks have access to that, we remove them from the list, and they can't be advertised to either.
Well, what is the state doing to protect Boston's Asian community, which is often targeted by this industry?
I'll tell you, I read a story recently, and it was extremely concerning to me. The commission did in 2021 do an Asian care study that actually looked at problem gambling and potential for problem gambling amongst that community. And it was a research that was meant to inform the community. It was meant to inform lawmakers and the commission. Now, we did a majority of the recommendations from that study, but we still have a lot of work to do on it, and we're committed to doing that work, and our research team is working on it as we speak.
Just as a part of what Sharman was just mentioning, do you think the frequent shuttles from Chinatown to Encore are, maybe this is a strange word for me to use, but do you think they're ethical?
Ed, I will tell you, we're looking into that, we're researching it, and it's something that we're going to look into more.
You mentioned in the first segment the age of 21, and you're looking at people who are younger than that. Are there concerns about the rise in teen addiction? Let me just ask if you're concerned about that.
Yeah, I'm concerned about it, absolutely. We know that the earlier somebody starts to wager, the more likely they are to experience harm as they age. Our operators have really robust technologies in place to ensure that when you sign up for an account, you are the person you say you are and that you're over 21. The illegal market and these prediction markets, they openly target people who are under 21. And so what I would tell people is, watch for that. The other thing is I'm excited to announce that we're partnering with a company called Bet Blocker. And Bet Blocker is actually a software that parents can put on their kids' iPads, they can put them on their phones, and it will block not only the legal sites, but it will also block the illegal and the prediction market sites. So I would tell parents, check out.
So you would say
check out
it.
Bet Blocker.
Yeah.
Advertisements for sports betting sites, I mean, they are everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
They're all over the city. Trash cans are wrapped in them. You see them on buses. Should these companies be reined in terms of advertising? You really do see it everywhere.
There's too much advertising on the legal market. There's too much advertising on the illegal market. And I'll tell you, personally, they annoy me. I can tell you what we've done at the commission. We've put reasonable time, place, and manner restrictions that we're allowed to by law. We cannot ban these outright. That's against the First Amendment. But what I will say is the federal government's always looking at this, at gaming and gambling. This would be a good place for them to set some minimum standards that could go across state lines.
You see it inside arenas all the time.
You see it everywhere.
You see it everywhere.
Right.
I will mention, since you mentioned that we were the first jurisdiction to put basically a warning label of 21 plus, you have to be 21, at all the major venues in Massachusetts, and we were proud to do that.
In it's great to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Coming in and talking about it. It's a complex and interesting topic. Up next, our political roundtable discussing the week's big stories, like the governor's proposal to limit social media use for kids. We'll be right back.